The Murtala Mohammed International Airport Story, Part 3. On the 6th of September 2012, the then Minister of Aviation, Stella Odua, announced that the federal government of Nigeria approved a $106 billion $500 million from the Exim Bank of China to construct 4 new international terminals, including a passenger terminal in Murtala Mohammed International Airport. In the deal, China would offer the loan of $4 million at a 2.5% interest rate, while the Nigerian government will pay a counterpart fee of $100 million. The project scheduled to run between 12 to 18 months.
This is the passion behind the elaborate aerotropolis embarked upon by the Minister of Aviation and major stakeholders from Nigeria. From China to the United States of America, the drive for foreign investors received commendable interest.
When we got to China, the Chinese were actually more excited than we Nigerians were, and they came with their MOUs waiting and willing to sign off. And the question was, when can we start? How can we start now? Can we sign off? And we say yes, but there are processes.
Construction began in late 2013 by the China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, CCECC. The new terminal were to be one of the achievements of the President Goodluck Jonathan administration from 2011 to 2015, ahead of the 2015 re-election bid. This was when Aerotropolis was being promoted under the Aviation Sector Master Plan, tagged the Aviation Roadmap, driven by a project delivery team made up of top aviation ministry officials, CEOs of regulatory agencies, and institutional transaction advisors. Princess Stella Odua, Honorable Minister of Aviation, conceived and drove the policy framework. Dr. Ibrahim Abubakar Kana, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Aviation, provided administrative oversight and financial approvals for the ministry's capital projects. Mr. George Uresi, Managing Director, CEO, Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN, the Chief Executioner of the Aerotropolis Master Plan, responsible for the 4 target airport hubs: Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and Kano. Engineer Saleh Dunoma, Director of Projects, FAN, directly supervised the structural remodeling, land zoning, and cargo terminal expansions vital to the Aerotropolis framework. Captain Fola C. Akinkotu, Director General, Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, provided the regulatory oversight, safety, and economic guidelines for the designated airport zones. Engineer Nnamdi Udo, Managing Director, Nigerian Airspace Management Agency, NAMA, directed air traffic infrastructure layers to align with the expanded hub capacities. Director of Planning, Research and Statistics, PRS, served as the statutory chairman of the Project Delivery Team, PDT, coordinating the master plan. Director of Aerodrome Development, technical lead on airport structure, airport structural mapping, engineering blueprints, and runway extensions for the Aerotropolis zones. To legally structure the public-private partnership PPP, the ministry co-opted corporate entities as active committee members. The Infrastructure Bank PLC, Financial Structuring and Investment Profiling, Abdullahi Taiwo and Co., Legal Framework, Land Acquisition Dispute Management, and Concession Drafting. However, 18 months later, terminals were not delivered, just as the incumbent Goodluck Jonathan lost the election to remain in office. The execution plan of the project was the sole initiative of the then Minister of Aviation, Stella Odua, who allegedly bypassed FAN in the design and its implementation. The new international terminal was eventually commissioned by President Muhammadu Buhari on the 22nd of March 2022 with a capacity to process 14 million passengers annually, and meets design flaws and lack of due procurement process. The then Minister of State for Aviation, Hadi Sirika, who was Stella Odua's successor, publicly faulted the positioning of the new terminal, describing it as wrongly replaced. Murtala Mohammed International Airport recorded several power outages, all of which the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria blamed on the construction activities at the new terminal. Sirika said, and I quote, "If I have that $500 million, I will use it to develop the Murtala Mohammed Airport as a hub of aviation in Nigeria and West Africa." End of quote. We now know how it ended with the Nigerian Air under Hadi Sirika, don't we? More on this in my subsequent video. Moving on. Initially, most airlines refused to move their flights to the new terminal as the apron did not have enough space. The terminal layout. In response, the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria announced that it would demolish 2 private hangars to increase the apron space and successfully ordered all airlines to shift to the new terminal by October 2023, stating that the move was necessary to renovate the old terminal. To be continued.